Good evening. So, in continuation of the previous class, today we are going to discuss about that international organization involved in seed business. So, in the previous class, we were discussed about the domestic organizations involved in seed business. Mainly, we discussed about various activities of the NSC and the state seed farm corporation of state seed farm corporations. So today we are going to discuss about the two important international organizations. One is the International Seed Federations 2002 and the Asia and Pacific Seed Association 1994. So in that, the first one is the International Seed Federation 2002. Actually, it's a non-governmental and non-profit making organization. Started its function since from 1924 onwards, but in 1924 that ISF was called in the name of FIS. So after a lot of historical changes, and that in the year 2002 that ISF was formed. So that ISF is considered as a voice of the global seed industry. So they are handling a huge quantity of the seed materials. So they are considered as a voice of the global seed industry. So ISF was formed in the year 2002 following the merger of two main things, that is Essential and FIS. So I will tell you that full form later. Actually ASSI and SCL stands for International Association of Plant Breeders for Plant Variety Protections and International Seed Federations. So these two things are merged, and their respective area also expertise also got merged, that is a plant breeding and seed trading. So now that ISF, they are concentrating on plant breeding and seed trading at a global level. So as far as that vision of that ISF is concerned, a world where the best quality seed is accessible to all, supporting the sustainable agriculture and food security. That is a vision of that ISF. And also they have a mission to create the best environment for the global movement of the seeds and promote plant breeding and innovation in seeds. So their main motto is that seed trade and plant breeding in view of developing a good quality materials. With the help of that, they are working for sustainable agriculture and food security. So before getting into the various activity of the ISF, I wanted to give you some historical development behind the formation of that ISF. So actually 1924 onwards, this working in the name of FIS. Actually FIS means Federation International Two Governments, it is MNC. So they organized the first International Seed Congress in London as a deliberation of the FIS, that is the International Seed Test Association was established in 1924. Then 1928 that second Congress, FIS Congress was organized in Bolongo at the time only, and the first draft for the rules for the international trade in herbage seed is presented in 1929. And in another Congress that is organized in the Paris, the above presented rules and all accepted and come into force. In 1930, in continuation of the various activity of the FIS, and the first edition of the FIS rules for international arbitration procedures adapted in the FIS Congress held at the Budapest. Then 1931, this is also another landmark with reference to that seed testing and certification program is concerned. So during 1931, first international rules for seed testing adopted by the ISTA, and also they established the ISTA certification scheme also. So that is the 1931. In 1938, the International Association of Plant Breeders for the Protection of Plant Varieties, that is ASSINSCL, is formed with the main aim to establish a systems for the production of a new plant variety. So this is started as a separate association. Later this association merged with the FIS. Then in that way only that ISF was formed during the year 2002. In the 1940s there won't be any activities because of the World War II. In 1950 they restarted that activity of that FIS. So as an outcome of that, rules and the usage of the trade in seeds for sowing purpose was revised in 1950. And 1951, as you people are aware of that the International Plant Convention was adapted mainly to regulate the movement of the planting material at international level. without any pest and diseases. So for that purpose, that IPPC was adapted from 1951 onwards. Then 1955, FIS extended the activities beyond that forage and turf. They entered the cereal section also. In 1956, side by side, that association also started to work for their achieving that plant variety protections. So they called a motion calling for a diplomatic conference, consider the protection of plant varieties in Austria. As an outcome of that, 1957, first international conference for the protection of plant varieties held at Paris. And then 1960s, that outcome of all those, that ASINAL 1961 first act of the UPOV convention was adapted, because that UPOV also working for protecting the plant varieties through some IPR mode. So 1963 some genetic related development, genetic code depicted. Then 1964 forest and tree seed group was established. Now that is named as a tree and shrub seed group. 1968 FDA's Congress was held at New York. 1970 8th edition of the FIS rules and usage adapted. So 1970s. And 1973 development of the world first hybrid in China. Then 1977 the secretariat of FIS and ASINAL was merged. So and also that plant breeder and seed producers start to become a single entity. And 1978 joint FIS ASINAL Congress was held in the Hamburg. So these are all the things with reference to that slow formation of that ISF. And 1980 first polymorphic RFLB marker was described. So this and all some biotechnological tools used for genetic purity assessment in the seeds. And then 1983 first stable transformation of the plants through genetic engineering approach, that also published. 1986 first unsuccessful attempt made FIS and ASINALs. 1986 itself they made an attempt to merge these two, but that is unsuccessful. 1990s 1991 that UPOV convention adapted, so that started to insist as per the TRIPS we have to have a system of our own with reference to protection of plant varieties, all those things. 1992 convention on biological diversity was published, so that also part of our UPOV that initiative work. Then 1993 first international seed health initiatives. So first international seed health initiative was taken by the FAS members. And 1994 12th edition of the rules and usage adapted. And in 1995 that is a very big it's a historical year with reference to that plant variety protections. The TRIPS they started to insist all of you should have a system of your own or equivalent to UPOV in order to protect the plant variety. Then only there will be a material exchange at international level. So 1995 motion for the accreditation of the seed companies for seed testing and certifications. So that is adapted. It's an accreditation program also started by the FIS. And 1999 this also very important year, accreditation of the seed companies for field inspection in the implementation of the OECD seed scheme. And 2000 so the biosafety was adapted. Then 2001 another international treaty, that is the International Treaty on Plant Genetic Resources for Food and Agriculture, was adapted. And 2002 there is a merger, FIS and ASINAL. So as an outcome of that, ISF was formed with so many objectives, and as on date they are working for achieving sustainability in agriculture and food security by the way of supplying production supply of the quality seed material. So these are all the historical events with reference to that ISF evolvements. Then 2005 then full accreditation of the seed companies. So this is also another important year. So seed certification under OECD seed scheme and issue of ISTA orange seed certificates in view of making that seed to move at an international level. So with that, I wanted to give you various activities taken care by the ISF. So ISF mainly they are recognizing their members and their contributions towards food security and sustainable agriculture. So that recognition is a very important one that will boost up the activity of the members. So in that way they are working. Then ISF also working for facilitation of free movement of the seeds. So for that purpose they are working for development of the regulations and the rules in order to protect the interest of the farmers, growers, industries and consumers. And they are also working for establishment and protection of intellectual property of property rights over the seeds and planting material and associated technologies. And they are also publishing rules for trading seeds and licensing technology. So this is also very important once we started to think of movement of our material at international levels. So they are also working for publish rules for seed trading and licensing technologies. And also they are providing a technical solution to settle the disputes through mediations or conciliations or arbitrations. So that also very much important because members of these associations are scattered throughout the globe. So if at all any dispute, any problem arises, now and then these associations working for solving all those issues. Then the ISF also ensuring that the cooperation collaboration among the stakeholders of seed industry. So that is a successful thing as far as that ISF is concerned. So they are also working for cooperation collaboration among the stakeholders of the seed industry. And also ISF also work for shaping the policies in order to solve the problem arises in the global seed industry, particularly if at all any problem arises with reference to that trade, all those things they are having a policy to solve all the issues. Now and then this also organizing a meeting, by that way they are working for solving all those issues. So these are all the major activities taken care by the ISF. So the next association is Asia and Pacific Seed Association. This also like that of the ISF, international organizations. This one also have a mission of sustainable agriculture through production and trade of quality seeds for the world. Production and trade of quality seeds for the world. That is the mission of this APSA. APSA was established in the year 1994 through the cooperation of the FAO and TANIDA, and the aim of promoting quality seed production or marketing in the Asia and Pacific region. So that is the main aim, that is promotion of the quality seed production and marketing in the Asia and Pacific regions. APSA is the largest regional seed association in the world. So this is the largest seed association in the world, and also that have a strong linkage with other international organizations such as FAO, Consultative Group of India, International Agriculture Research Institutions, International Seed Federation, ISTA, UPAU, OECD and WTO, very strong link. And also that APSA members also from across the globes, including national seed associations, government agencies, public and private seed companies and associated members. All of them are members of that APSA, so that APSA have a strong network. And these are all the objective of that APSA. So APSA mainly they are organizing Asian Seed Congress mainly for the benefit of the members of the APSA, and also the Asian Seed Congress also serving as a very good platform for exchange of the ideas and with reference to that seeds and seed trades. And also they are working towards the promotion of and development of the seed industry, mainly for the betterment of the crop production in that region and promote the use of the quality seeds. And also they stimulate technical and business cooperation among the members. So by the way of doing all these activity, that is the Asian Seed Congress and promotion of that development of the seed industry, they are stimulating technical and business cooperation among the members. And also they are sharing the informations and experience among the members on various aspects related to that seeds. And also they are representing the interest of the APSA members at regional and international level, so that also exposed So by that way that they are getting international collaborations also. That is a kind of encouragement for the members of the APSCA. And establish and maintain relationship with other related organizations pursuing a similar related objectives also, that also they are doing. And also they are encouraging the establishment of the seed associations. So and also they are supporting for the development. So establishment of seed association also they are encouraging, and also for that creation they are extending their support. And also facilitate the international movement and marketing of the seeds and the planting material. So this is a need of the hour. So that APSCA that working for facilitation with reference to international movement and marketing of the seeds and planting material through various actions addressing the issues of the relevance to the regional seed industry, including quarantine and other trade issues. And also they are facilitating and contributing to the harmonization of the regulatory procedures for seed and seed related issues towards internationally acceptable standards. So they are working for harmonizations with reference to regulatory procedures for seeds and seed related issues. And above all, the APSCA also concentrating on establishment and the protection of intellectual property rights for seeds, planting material and associated technology. So ISF as well as APSCA, both of them are well-known international associations involved in the seed business. Both of them have similar visions: production and distribution of seed material in order to ensure that sustainability in agriculture, and also to ensure that food security. So that is a main motto. So with that we are completing that domestic and international associations involved in the seed business. So with that we are completing that mid-semester portion. From the next class onwards we are going to discuss about that matter related to that seed certification systems in India, and central seed testing laboratory and all those things. If you have any queries, any doubt in this, you can post all your queries in the Google Classroom. Thank you very much.